Prom Tickets, I'm Maddie.
Today on CWN, physics has been busy this week.
And we have more info on Prom Tickets, I'm Maddie.
And I'm Dawson. Today is Wednesday, March 29, 2023.
Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance and the pledge to the Texas flag.
The Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. The Texas Pledge. Under the Texas flag, I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible.
Attention, the prices for yearbook will go up from $75 to $90 on April 1st, so order your yearbooks now. You can also find a yearbook staff member for a $5 off code. Order your yearbook at www.yearbookforever.com.
The archery class learned how to fix arrows. Here's Lexi with the rundown.
Hey Wildcats, Coach Sam's archery classes are doing really good. Despite all the safety precautions being in place, some of the equipment still gets damaged from time to time.
That's right, Lexi. The archery kids have been doing very well, even hosting a couple tournaments. Unfortunately, even though they follow all the protocols for the live firing range, some of the equipment does get damaged, mainly the arrows. As their shooting has progressed, some of the arrows hit on top of the other arrows at the targets, causing some of the fletchings, what most people call the feathers on the arrows, to break off, or the nocks to break off. Good thing we learned how to fix those arrows today, and our students were able to fix just about everything that we damage in the class if something does get damaged. So they have the knowledge and the know-how, as well as the experience to become better archers.
Good to know that whatever goes wrong, our students are able to fix it. Thank you, and back to the studio.
The physics classes worked on 2 labs this week. Mr. Smith's class conducted a lab with slinkies to gain more insight into waves and wavelengths. Let's check it out.
Hey guys, I'm Hunter. I'm here with Mr. Smith. So Mr. Smith, I heard you have a Slinky Wave Lab going on in physics class. Can you tell us all about that, and what do you hope the students will learn from it?
Okay, yeah, we are exploring waves through using slinkies and online simulators of slinkies. So we're looking at the relationship between the density of the slinky, how stiff the slinky spring is, the tension on the slinky, and we're looking at that effect on amplitude, frequency, and wavelength. And so we're going to come out here and we'll see we'll look and see which variables change when we change any of those parameters. And so really what I'm hoping that students get out of this is that we've taken a bunch of notes over these ideas. So this is a physical way to feel how the frequency, velocity, and wavelength changes as you change the parameters of the spring.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Smith. That's it from us. Now back to the studio.
Reminder, seniors, the deadline for the 2023-2024 STAR Scholarship application is this Friday, March 31st. Applications can be found at www.starscholarship.org.
Mrs. Burkhart's physics classes are learning about sound. Let's take it to Maddie with Grant for the rundown on the lab.
Hey cats, I'm Maddie and I'm here with Grant. And Grant, I heard y'all are measuring the speed of sound. Can you explain the lab and how to do it?
Yes, so this lab is designed to help us find the speed of sound in the classroom. Basically, taking the accepted speed of sound and finding what it is in the classroom. So basically what we're doing is we're taking a tuning fork and a glass tube and some water to see if we can find about a quarter of the wavelength, and from there we can figure out the wave's speed and so on and so forth.
That's awesome. And are you enjoying this lab?
Actually, yes.
That's fantastic. Thank you, and back to the studio.
Here's Fernando with information on prom tickets.
Good morning, Wildcats. It's your boy Fern. In case y'all don't know, prom is coming up soon in under a month. So if y'all ain't got your prom tickets soon, I'm here to talk about that. The first thing is, if you want to get prom tickets, the sale is coming up soon. Around April 22nd is when prom starts. So if you're a freshman or a sophomore, then you want to be able to be sure that your date is a junior or a senior, so you'll be able to go to prom and be able to attend this event. If this is your last prom, please be sure to attend your last event. That's all from me. Back to the studio.
Attention students, the library will be closed today and no students will be allowed in the auditorium on Friday.
Now let's send it to Brooke with a rundown on sports right after this short break.
Hey cats, I'm Maddie, and there was a lockdown recently, and some students were cut out in the hallway. What you should do in this instance that you're cut out in the hallway during a lockdown, you should run to the nearest classroom as quickly as possible, just so that you can be as safe as you can be. Thank you, and back to the studio.
Thank you, anchors, and good morning, Wildcats. The baseball and softball teams had games last night. The softball team came out on top against Robstown last night, winning 15-0. Let's take it to Logan with Angelina for the recap.
Good morning there, Calallen TV. My name is Logan Braza. I'm currently here with Angelina. So, Angelina, we heard that you guys went against Robstown. Am I correct? 15-0. Great, by the way. How do you think y'all's game went in general?
I think our game went really good. Our offense and defense was on point. So I think
we heard that was very windy that day. How do you think that affected y'all's game?
the wind affected us pretty well because it was very bad. So like the pop-ups would be hard to catch.
I'm just curious. How do you think y'all's teamwork was during the game?
I think our teamwork was pretty good. Our communication was on point, and in the dugout too.
That's amazing to hear. And what do you think y'all's game plan was going into the game?
Our game plan was to just win and catch and hit the ball good.
Sounds about right. And I'm just curious, were you guys more offensive or defensive during the game?
Our offense was pretty well, so yeah.
That's great to hear. And with that, I think it's back to the studio.
The baseball team also came out on top against Kingsville, winning 18-3. We caught up with Esai and Drayton for more on how the game went. Let's check it out.
I'm here with Drayton Mitchell, varsity baseball pitcher. So Drayton, we had a game against Kingsville in Kingsville. How did that game go?
It went good. We beat them pretty bad. We had a lot of energy and confidence at the plate. We did very well.
So I know you pitched that game. You had 10 strikeouts, and you came out to win. It was 18-3. So what was your mindset going into that game pitching?
I'll just focus on hitting my spots and doing well and throwing strikes.
All right, thank you. Now, I'm here with Esai Sanchez, varsity baseball player. So Esai, we had a game against Kingsville yesterday. How do you think that went?
I feel like it went good. We didn't play like much of a good team, but I felt like we just executed on the bed.
So I know their pitcher wasn't that good, and he didn't throw as good as all the other pitchers he faced. So what adjustments did you make?
Just waited on the ball. That's it.
All right, thank you. Back to the studio.
The girls' soccer team plays round 3 tomorrow night at 6 at Cabinets against Alice. Good luck to the girls. Go out and support if you can. Also, Monique's signing is at 3 o'clock, 7th period, and that's the latest on Calallen Sports. Back to the anchors.
Thank you, Brooke. We'll send it to Candace with today's weather forecast right after this Spanish segment and tomorrow's lunch menu.
Hoy tenemos a Rodney con el menú. Rodney, ¿cuál es el menú de jueves?
Carne de puerco, tacos de pollo, arroz de cilantro y lima, elote, ensalada con queso y uvas.
¿Estás todo? Gracias a Dios.
Thank you, Anchors, and good morning, Wildcats. Today's weather is brought to you by Chick-fil-A. Happy Wednesday, everyone. We are still looking at some overcast skies today and a little bit of cooler temperature with that cool front still making an appearance and then dying out tomorrow. Temperature currently right now is 64 degrees. We are looking at 15% chance of rain and the winds blowing from the northeast at 14 miles per hour. Looking further on into the rest of the day, temperature is going to rise up to 70 degrees at 12, again as high as 72 at 4, and then drop down to 70 degrees later on tonight. Since we are still experiencing that little bit of a cool front, it is going to feel a little bit cooler outside and a little bit chillier, so make sure to bundle up if you are going outside. But chance of rain also staying consistent at 15% until 4, and then dropping down to 12% later on at 8 o'clock tonight. And the winds are going to be blowing from east-northeast at 14 miles per hour, pick up to 18 miles per hour from the east at 4, and then drop down to 16 miles per hour from the east at 8 o'clock tonight. Looking further on into the rest of the week's temperatures, we are looking at some high chance of rain tomorrow with 36% chance, 12% on Friday, and then dropping down to 9% on Saturday. Temperatures also rising up into the 80-degree range on 81 on tomorrow, 85 on Friday, and 83 on Saturday. And the winds are going to be blowing pretty strong tomorrow at 20-30 miles per hour from the southeast on Thursday, and then staying consistent on Friday, and then dropping down to 10-20 miles per hour from the east on Saturday. Also, seniors, exactly 51 days for graduation, so make sure you have everything situated for graduation day. That's all from weather. Have a great one, and back to the anchors.
Thank you, Candace.
Yes, of course.
And that's all your announcements for today, but now it's time for the joke of the day. So guys, why is a river rich?
I don't know, Dawson. Why?
Because it has 2 banks.
For all you social people out there, make sure you're following us on Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram at CalallenTV for all the latest updates. Also, subscribe to us here on YouTube to catch all of our latest videos. And don't forget to catch our Saturday show now at 8:30 a.m. on Chris 6 and the KDF at 11 a.m.
And as always,
Stay classy, Calallen.